Welcome back to session 5, and this session is entitled "We Believe in Jesus Christ Raised from the Dead." It's amazing that in the middle of this creed there is one statement that above everything else in history makes a difference. Yeah, all the other things are incredible. They are challenging because incredible. Our brains struggle to take on board what they are. They require us to take a step of faith. But this one says, on the third day he rose again, according to the scriptures. That single statement makes all the difference. It makes all the difference because if Jesus hasn't been raised from the dead, then as Paul writes in 1 Corinthians 15, we are to be pitied above all people. We're just following some guru like any other guru. We're following somebody who said, love one another, be nice to each other, go the extra mile, do these things, forgive. If Jesus hasn't been raised from the dead, that's all it is. And if Jesus hasn't been raised from the dead, that's where Christianity would have fizzled out. There's a thing in Acts of the Apostles where it says that one of the leaders in the Pharisees, he said to his colleagues who were jumping up and down about this new faith, this new religion, saying, just watch. If it survives, then it's good. If it doesn't survive, it won't. You know, if you look into the history books and look to the books about that time, there are hundreds. There are so many people who came along claiming to be the Messiah, or claiming to be a good teacher, or claiming to have amazing insights, and we don't know about any of them. Jesus Christ is the figurehead of history. The internet, apparently, if you do a study of these things, and people have done it, the influence on history of Jesus Christ far outweighs anybody. He is so far beyond the person who came second to, I think, is Napoleon, but he's far beyond Napoleon, Winston Churchill, Genghis Khan, and every other person who we might name as being a significant person in history. Why? Why? Not just because of his teaching, and not just because of his death, although that is the fundamental thing we talked about in our last session, but because this person is claimed to be still alive. Jesus Christ did not sit in the grave a dead body. He became alive again. It's the cornerstone of everything that Christians stand for. Because if Jesus is alive, then it proves that he's the Son of God. It proves that he did everything that it says he did. It proves that he has influence today, not as some dead influential figure, but as someone now influencing the world. He has secured our salvation, and he guarantees the hope of eternal life. His coming back to life gives us the promise that there is hope, that when you and I die, death is not the end. So the resurrection is not just a historical fact, and I believe it is, and that's what we say in the creed that it is, but it's a theological truth because it speaks loudly of God's love, and it speaks loudly of God's desire that ultimately we are reunited with him for eternity. It has profound implications for you and me.